from some sections of society suggesting that there is a shrinking democratic space. Let me get it from you. What are your views regarding these particular sessions? Do you subscribe to the notion that there's shrinking democratic space?
Yeah, already I have highlighted because the doctrine of separation of power provides for the thriving of democracy.
Okay.
Okay, and already when you move the institutions which ought to uphold that and they sit at State House, in itself already is an indictment that we have a problem. Okay, let me give an example in the case of a parliament. You know, parliament is the highest house where we make laws for the land, for the good of the people. But what has happened in parliament, we've seen unconstitutionalism in how matters are being handled. An example is in the case of UPND, okay, in the case of PF wrangle, which is happening right now, where there's PF1 and PF2. And what happened was that the other faction went ahead and appointed a
leader of opposition,
and the rated whips. But there is a provision within which that must be done. Article 74(2) and Standing Order 43(2) provides how the leader of the house and the rated whips must be appointed. Already, you see, when the matter, the speaker went ahead and pronounced herself without following what the constitution provides. And furthermore, the debates in parliament has been stifled. We've seen time and again where opposition members of parliament, when they raise pertinent issues, they are told to sit down. Let me give an example. There was a time when Honorable Munir raised an issue of Barroso issue as an agent matter of national security on the floor of the House.
Okay.
He was shut down, asked not to debate on this matter or put it in a question.
By the presiding officer.
By the presiding officer. But again, a similar matter happened when the Honorable Nagachindo was incarcerated at Kabwata and people were tear-gassed. And there was a pronouncement which was made by the former president. And the Honorable Michelo came to the floor of the House and said, this issue borders on the national security. And he was allowed to debate. And to that effect, the presiding officer asked for the Home Affairs Minister to pronounce himself, make a statement. You see those disparities, you see those partialities. An example is just before this particular speech, which was done by the president, a day before, the tradition is that actually you need to to debate on the matter. Okay, and they were asked, is there anyone able to debate? And Honorable Katolimfoy raised to debate, but it was curtailed. So already you see is that there is that stifling of debate in the House.
Maybe what's the difference, Honorable? Nelson, before you come in, I want to find out. The Honorable was in Parliament prior to 2021. Now, post 2021, what has been the difference, Honorable, when you look at post 2021 and before 2021? What has been the difference? How is the conduct of the House? You have mentioned the issues that have to do with disparities in Parliament. Where are these disparities coming from, Honorable? How was the House in 2018 to 2021 and post 2021, according to you?
If you remember, before 2021, our colleagues, when they were in opposition, they debated.
Okay.
They debated, and they were not curtailed. The records are there to show that. In fact, for our colleagues, it was an avenue for them to expose themselves to Zambians out there.
Okay.
So basically, the bottom line, the difference with then and now is the kind of leadership which is being provided in the House. So what is happening right now is at the behest of the presiding officers, because they are there not to present a partisan view or position. They are there to represent Zambians, because that house is one of the highest house in the land, and there is need to actually to uphold the decorum of the house. And one of them is for these leaders, to hold themselves true to what they are mandated to do in the house, to allow debates, to allow people, because people are voted there to go and represent the views of the people. And when you curtail the members in the House, you are simply shutting up the people out there. So I think the presiding officers can do better on that score. But again, like I said, is that it's so surprising, for argument's sake, the issue of the opposition member leader in the House. You found that the Commonwealth tradition is such that when the matter is before the court, the Parliament cannot pronounce itself. And when the matter is before Parliament, the court cannot pronounce itself. The matter was in court. But what